I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DMWATS.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it.
What is going on, everybody? I am Davey,
I'm Misty.
and welcome to I'll just say welcome to episode of DMWATS. Somebody has a problem with me. I say we're back.
I was expecting you to.
Well,
How about it's just a greater,
yeah, I feel like
bigger
well, I
DMWATS.
I feel like it was warranted this time. We're back because
Well,
we've been gone a hot minute, and we
we're
are
getting
definitely
our degrees.
yes, we were getting our degrees, and I guess we didn't come on and tell everybody, but yeah, we were getting our degrees.
Moving silence.
Yeah, moving silence, man. We were getting our degrees. Speaking of, we are happy recipients of our degrees in theology and religion.
We did that.
And so we did that. Go ahead and fist bump on that one. So we are done with school for now. So we are pretty happy about that. We're
Yes.
definitely pretty excited about that. So now we can come back and work on our podcast and just talking what we want to talk about. And thank you for those who are still listening. So what else have we been up to besides school?
School.
All right. We did some school.
I had to take statistics.
Yeah. So
You
for those
didn't.
of you who, yeah, I didn't.
I
For
did.
those of you who
16 weeks.
16 weeks. If you don't know, I'm not a math person.
Now,
And-
could somebody please give me the probability of
Yeah,
how Misty did?
not. Well,
I
look,
passed.
she passed. That's what she did.
And that's the only statistic you need to know.
Man, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I told her when she started statistics. Look, I'm just gonna let you know. I am zero help to you.
Zero.
Like if you look
Zip.
at me like, what am I supposed to do?
Zilch.
I said, I don't know. You should probably do something. I'm
Nada.
gonna sit down. Like I warned you when we started this statistics class. I am zero help. Zero help because it was terrible.
It was intense.
It was intense. It was
It was
16
intense.
weeks. It
It
was
was
16 weeks. I didn't have to
very
take
long,
that class.
16 weeks.
I didn't have to take that class.
And they
She did.
always hit on a Saturday. Like
Yeah.
my schedule was obviously through the week, but Saturday was the big day.
Mhm.
And he, for 16 weeks, learned to hate Saturdays.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, I
I was 10 hours at the
Yeah.
table crying.
She was a mess on Saturday. I got a lot of gaming in on Saturdays though.
You did.
I
you
got a lot of
did.
gaming in on Saturdays.
did.
I was like,
You
I'm just
learned
gonna
to
be
game.
back here playing the Xbox. So me and
Well, and for all those people that were like, just, there's an app for that.
No,
Or,
there's- no, it ain't.
Google it.
nope.
Or, hey, there's Bard. Or,
It is
hey,
not.
there's AI now.
I'm gonna tell you
Now-
right now.
It does not. I promise you, I tried.
We tried all of them.
You have never seen someone try to cheat at
Man.
statistics like I did,
Yeah,
and you can't. You legit have to
Yeah.
learn it because all of these apps and stuff
Mm-hmm.
are literally going, no, we'll help you get there, but we're not
Yeah.
going to give you the answer.
Yep.
And
that's-
even then, like, sometimes AI would be a little bit easier on me to explain how to get there,
yeah.
but it would never allow you to like really plug in your problem.
Yeah. Or they'd give you a problem like the one you have.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's not the
But
one
it was
you have.
never right.
Yeah. you're
And
like,
then I also learned, because apparently it's still learning and it wasn't like a math AI, that sometimes the thing would be right, sometimes it would be wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we
I passed.
Yeah, she passed, and we learned a lot. You
Blood,
know,
sweat, and tears.
we're never one. And yeah, I'll go ahead and say this: we're never one to push religion onto anybody or anything like that.
Oh God,
We've
no!
never been one. But we've always believed, in God. So
It's our
that's,
personal.
That's our personal thing.
Yeah.
We've always believed. So we decided to get degrees in theology and religion.
Mhm.
And so you guys are going to be seeing some more stuff coming down the pipe, particularly on Sundays, DMWATS Sundays.
Yeah.
And
We decided to do a little something for like
Yeah,
a Sunday service,
Sunday
DMWATS
yeah.
style.
DMY style, and hey, it may be live, maybe pre-recorded. We're still trying to
we
figure it
don't
out.
know.
We don't know. We're still trying to figure it all
We'll
out.
see.
But we just really
But we're still gonna do that. Like this isn't gonna change.
this isn't gonna
so
change. We still gonna be DMYs. We
We're
just
still
gonna be
gonna
adding
us.
Sunday service. So that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
But either way, thanks for those that stayed with us, and we are now gonna be picking a topic. So
Yeah.
Misty has a different way for us to
We
pick topics.
we
for the
weren't
moment.
really prepared, so and we can't find our fishbowl
Yep.
anymore. And
Yep.
we were doing the random generator thing, but we've lost a camera for now.
Yep.
So we're just gonna go old school. I have a bunch of topics written down, so I need you to pick a color.
Okay.
Pink,
So we
orange,
have.
green, or blue.
I'll say I will go with my wife's hair is pink, so I go, and I'm wearing pink, so let's go with orange. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll go with pink.
No, it's not. Okay.
Let's go with pink. Let's
Okay,
see what we
so
get.
then we're gonna go. This is like in middle school. You had the folded up
Mhm.
paper, and you'd put it,
Yeah.
and you'd go 1, 2, 3. Pick a color. Pick a number.
Mm.
Okay,
Couple
so
of folded or origami thing.
Yep, yep,
something
yep.
Like,
Pick-
look
pick-
like gang signs.
pick
Okay,
pick
so
a piece of paper.
I
Pick
picked
a
the one on
piece
the
of
end.
pink
The one on the end.
paper. This one.
Yep.
All right, and then 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, you went really into this. Okay,
yeah,
let's go with
it's 1,
let's go with 3.
2, 3. Okay, top or bottom? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. What are we doing? What do we got?
Does language affect how we see the world?
Ooh, that is a very, very good.
That's very deep.
That's deep.
I must
That's
have been
deep.
in
Yeah, I
civics
don't know what
class
you were
or something
doing.
when I was writing.
Yeah,
that.
she was in statistics. You know
Yeah,
what?
it was
What's
you-
the probability?
You know what,
No.
well, yeah.
Well, okay. So does language? Say it
Language-
again.
Does language affect how we see the world?
Okay. So
And I think the state of mind I was in was obviously, I'm not talking about, oh, I hear French, therefore I'm in France. No, I don't, I mean how we speak,
well,
language we use.
okay. So let's look at that from a. I guess
Nice light topic to come
yeah,
back
we can
to.
look at that from a different aspect because in English, the majority of us speak English. So, we understand what we're talking about from an English perspective,
Right.
right? And so to us, it's just like, hey, this is just our language. If I see the Statue of Liberty, hey, there's the Statue of Liberty. Like I just know that. That's the Statue of Liberty.
Where are you going
That's
with
that's
this?
good. No, okay, you just hear me out.
Okay.
Versus if I was in France or
Eiffel Tower.
yeah, and they're like, hey, that's the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, but
That's just stuff that
if
they
you're in
just
England
know.
and you see Big Ben, what
Yeah,
is that?
but that's just stuff that they just know. That's
Yeah,
just
it's
within
their
language.
landmark.
It's not, right. That's just a landmark versus what we're talking about in like dialogue. Is that
well,
what we're
I think,
referring
but
to?
no, I think look at our words now. I mean, the newest word was Riz. What the fuck is Riz? What is this shit?
I
What
saw
is
that.
this?
Riz. That was
I
the
didn't
word
even
of
look
the year,
it up
right?
because I'm yeah.
It was
I was
Riz.
like, yeah, whatever. So that's what I mean. I mean, I'm talking actual
Okay.
language.
Okay, so
In the words we use. So our buzzwords: Christian,
yeah,
Christian right, evangelical,
Mhm.
like all of those words, and how that's a buzzword now.
yeah,
Republican, Democrat, these are all language
Yep.
words that we're using.
that can
and-
give a
and
smile
so-
or a frown. We
Right.
use them.
And how is that affecting the world around us? Not very well.
It is not.
And
Those-
we've just started an election year.
Yep, man. So we're not gonna go down that rabbit
No,
hole. So
God,
but we'll say
please,
when we talk
please
about
don't.
give me the question again. I
Does
keep getting it
language
jumbled.
affect how we see the world? So
Yes.
in that instance, yes, it absolutely does because it brings the positive and negative.
Yeah.
Depending
Okay.
on who you are.
So, but unfortunately, I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole, but it's the best example at the same time when you think politics. When you have two you'll have two news internet sites. You'll have CNN. You have Fox News. Same story, different interpretations of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or different language. You know what I'm saying? And
Because and that's the thing. It's the language they use. So
Right.
on one end, they choose to use language that,
praises whatever's
Yes.
happening, and then the other one,
thank you for
yeah,
making that come out of my
It's
mouth.
all good.
Because the words that were going through my language was not going to be
Yeah.
very partial or good.
Yeah, you'll have depending on who's their guy.
Well,
So
right.
because obviously CNN is known to be Democratic, and then Fox News is known to be Republican, or what people may think.
I don't even like to call it Republican
Yeah.
or Democrat anymore. I mean, I just now there's nut jobs and there's the rest of us.
Yeah, so one may go,
And a nut job could be a Democrat. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Oh yeah,
So, I mean, it's just that's how I feel. There's
we don't
normal
favor either
people
one.
and
We're
then
just-
there's nutters.
we don't favor either one. We're like the
I-
rest of the world. We're tired of the labels and just
Well, but
fix the
I
issue.
think also the reason why I must have wrote this is because I'm tired of language being able to incite riots, basically.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, and it's always been that way,
yeah.
but I just don't feel like we're very careful about language that we use anymore.
Okay, so let's go on a hard topic
I
there when
guess.
you say that, and then language influencing us, right? So a couple of years ago, I don't remember the entire scenario. You had these guys walking through the street, yelling out, "Hey, Jews will not replace us," right?
Oh, okay.
right? And some people looked at that like, hey, there's just straight hate speech.
Yeah.
There's no
There's no-
confusing that language
Sure.
or nothing like that. And then you have other people saying, well, no, that's not what they were saying. This is what they were meaning.
I
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
care what you're meaning.
Yeah, I
though.
don't. Yes, but that talk influences
Mm.
the way you view
That
you view
whole
things.
intent thing, really?
Yes.
You want to get me fired up?
Yeah.
Talk to me about intent.
Yeah. So,
He-
but that,
See,
but hold
see
on,
how he said the
hold
word
on,
intent.
But you can't.
See how that affected
But
everything.
and that's okay though. So, but that's true though. That you have to throw intent in there when asking that question.
No, and yeah, I see that, but I feel like a lot of people get off because of intent. Because and it's not even that it was truly their intent.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't get the reaction they wanted out of the person when they said the thing. So then they're like, well, my intent wasn't to do that.
Yeah, that's also
No,
called.
you just didn't think I was going to react that way.
Yeah, that's also called involuntary manslaughter. So that's what I'm just saying.
In this house, it's called bury your dead.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm just saying, but no, you're right. So that intent kind of it throws a wrench in the conversation.
No, it does.
Because it's like you said, like if I'm not getting the reaction that I was hoping for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so then I yelled, but that wasn't my intent. Or, what one of our favorite things, no disrespect. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
If you're saying that, you fully
you've already
mean
fucked up.
to disrespect me.
Yeah, you've already fucked up anyway. Because it literally is just like, hey, no no disrespect, but and you immediately want to jump in, shut up. Don't even say the next sentence. Just don't
too
say
late.
the next sentence at all because
Yeah.
I'm going to take it
And
disrespectfully.
I used to say that all the time. Like my mother would come up to me and she'd go, "Okay, now don't get mad." And I would yell, "Too late."
Too late.
Before she could
Yeah.
even, and she would just glare at me. But it's the same kind of thing.
Yes.
Don't get mad, but nope, too late.
And we talk about language in these aspects. That's the precursor to the attitude that they don't want you to have.
Right.
So it's like, hey, I'm not trying to come at you wrong, but it's like,
yeah,
not to upset you, but like, hey, I ain't trying to throw a wrench in your relationship. I just thought you should know. Okay. So they already set the tone.
But and at that, so there you go. So language affects the tone, which affects our worldview. It affects how we see the world around us.
Yes.
And you've got to be really careful where you're getting your words from.
Yeah, because don't even get me started. Everybody knows those know-it-alls that will say random words that they found out of a dictionary that day, and then they don't expect somebody to be like, "That's not at all what that word means." But that's not
I don't think that word means what
what you think it means.
That's
Bar. Yeah.
But which I mean, okay, so I looked it up though.
Okay, what's
so,
it up?
Riz.
Okay, what does Riz mean? What does Riz mean?
Style, charm, or attractiveness.
Okay. So I feel like all three of those words could be used, and Riz is just an extra one that they came up with. That's how I feel.
It can also mean the ability to attract a romantic or sexual partner.
Riz?
I put the Riz on you.
I mean,
I put all this Riz.
You couldn't just say attractive?
Ow.
You know what I mean? It could just say attractive, so we coming up with...
You know those wacky internet kids always coming up with something.
Yeah, I mean, okay, look, I'm glad you mentioned those wacky internet kids because considering what we're talking about with words, how they shape the world, man, that entire sentence, does language affect your worldview? Right? Does it affect your
does language
worldview?
affect how we see the world?
Now, you can't have that question without mentioning cancel culture. So you just literally can't say that.
Yeah.
Say that sentence, ask that sentence without mentioning cancel culture. Because, nothing apparently grinds a lot of people's gears than somebody who said something 20 years ago and never apologized about it.
Well,
so apparently that's...
And like I said, don't get me wrong. People say a lot of bad shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But, if you said it 10 years ago, 12 years ago, or you came from a place that was less educated.
Yeah.
And you've now educated yourself on it. I don't think it's fair to come at the person for something like that because we grow, we evolve, we change. That's the point of life. We're supposed to keep going, and and changing. And there are some things that are obviously unforgivable.
Yeah.
I mean, I can name several people and public figures that there's nothing they could have said that, would have made it better.
Yeah.
30 years from then, 100 years from then. But
yeah, that's true. And so I think, but my problem with that is that with cancel culture, it's like, hey, because you said this 20, 30 years ago, no, you can't have a show. If you're a public
can't
figure,
host
I
the
need
Oscars.
I need to destroy
you can get slapped at the
completely.
Oscars,
You can get
but
slapped
you
at the
can't
Oscars, but
host
you
the
can't host the
Oscars.
Oscars. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everything that you own, if you own a store, nope. I heard what you said 20 years ago. I saw a video of you in high school. That was wrong.
But cancel culture, and that does go with it. Cancel culture for me, is the byproduct or child of political correctness. And political correctness happened in the late 80s is when it really started to happen.
Yeah.
And when I really started to see a shift in entertainment, and Andrew Dice Clay is the very first, seriously, he is the very first one to kind of get cancel cultured on.
Man, that guy. That guy.
And then Bill Clinton coming in a close second. Like, but that I remember for me, that what I saw, to me, that was the shift. That was the shift in the way people were thinking.
Yeah. But, at the same time,
and I loved him, by the way.
Yeah,
Still do.
Oh. Yeah, he was good. And then, but some people may consider him vulgar at the time. You know what I'm saying? But they say
he
that
still is great.
They say half his shit on the regular radio now. So.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
In a woman's rap song.
Yeah,
like,
you listen to a woman's rap song. You're like, hey, yeah.
They're just straight saying it. I don't even know that he said it that much. When he would say the word pussy, I'm just going to say it. Yeah. When he would say the word pussy, he actually meant cat.
Yeah.
When they say it,
they're
not talking about a cat.
The song is called WAP.
He did it as a double entendre, kind of a play on words. Again, how has language affected his world?
Exactly.
But, where we're straight out saying, no, I mean this.
Yeah. And so, I got a good one when you started talking about worldview and language. Parents and their children, parents and their kids, right? So when you, a lot of times, well, it's not a lot of times, it's the majority of the time, like as you're growing up, the things your parents say to you, some of those things stick and affect the way you view the world. Growing up in a home that was pretty big on like religion and things like that, it can scar you about the world. It's like, screw it. This shit was beating my head so much about God, and you can't do this, you can't do this. You know what? Screw it. I don't want nothing to do with any of it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So this is how I view the world. I just want to go see the Eiffel Tower and nobody bother
me. Religious trauma.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's what it's called.
Yeah, and so, but that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You talk about, language and stuff like that. That stuff
You're going to hell if you say shoot.
Yeah. So they beat these things into your head so much as a child.
Yeah.
By the time you're 18, I don't care.
And that's the truth.
Like, if I'm going to hell, fine, I'll meet you there. Yeah. That's typically how people can feel sometimes. You know what I mean? Or as you get older, it's like, dude, I'm tired of it. Because that view, your view of God or of the world has been shaped in such a way that you're like, dude, I can't even, if I yawn wrong, apparently that's a sin. Like,
well, you have a dream.
Yeah.
You can't control that.
Yeah.
You can't control what you dream about. And so then, you go and you go, oh my God, I had a dream and now you're going to hell?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. But
anyways,
how great but on the flip side, from a lighter side of that, language and culture too, and influence the world. So like, look at it.
Well, cussing.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah. Well,
I am the Martha Stewart of curse words.
The problem with the cursing, it's not even a problem. The thing about cursing is that you notice, like, so in other countries, the stuff we view as curse words, teenagers can say it like it's, or regular, younger kids is like, no, that's normal to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's normal to us. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like other countries, they use fuck like it's like, whatever.
Like, like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing. Then they look at you.
Just
like,
sounds cooler because it's got an accent.
Right. So, but some of them are even more common now. So, like, what's wrong with a 7-year-old saying "damn" now? You know what I mean? You know, yeah, I'm just saying, like in that actual aspect.
Well, our 5-year-old granddaughter was,
Yes.
remember, she was saying
Yes.
damn, and I was like, we were driving, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And she was talking, she's like, and damn, and I was
yeah,
like,
we was like, so
what is going on? And then Sonia pipes up and goes, guys, she's talking about a dam.
Yeah, our daughter.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah, she was actually talking about a dam.
I don't know how to feel right now.
Yeah, but that prime example of the question.
Yeah.
How did it shape your view? Was like, man, you lost your damn. I'm for the
Yeah,
reach back. And are you for real? But
it's crazy how it has a way of, language does have a way of making you think of things differently.
yes,
And
yes.
you know, so if somebody says, hey, well, think of it in the military. Hey, I'm getting ready to ship out to McConnell,
Mhm.
or I'm PCSing, whatever you say.
Yeah.
I'm going to McConnell. Still haven't learned all those.
This is all
I'm
good.
still working
It's
on
all
it.
good, baby.
But I'm going to McConnell,
Mhm.
and you're coming back from there, and you're like, man,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
fun with nothing.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys, and I know that's what you all think,
Like, yeah.
especially if you're coming from Japan or
Well,
California or a cool place.
But there's a lot of things.
And
but
you've
you're
just
right.
influenced that person's
You've
world.
influenced it, right?
And
so,
when they come here, they're going to be like, damn it,
yeah.
Davey was right.
Well, I mean, you coming from Japan, I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, I mean,
Coming from the middle of Kansas. But
that's one thing.
hey, how is it there? It ain't Japan. That's what I can tell you.
It's a lot cooler.
It ain't Japan. But, you know, how are the people? They aren't Japanese.
How's the food? Not Japanese.
Japanese, not Japanese. I feel like I'm
Not
answering a lot of your
Okinawan.
questions. So whatever you ask me, I'll say not like
How's
it is in
Kansas?
Japan.
Not an island.
Yeah. But,
Windy.
yeah. And so that's funny. But no, you're right. In that culture, because the military culture, I mean, language also, because that's a big one. I'm glad you mentioned that, because me getting out of the military, us retiring, and then having to get used to in the civilian world,
Yeah.
just even with it is a language barrier.
With language.
It is a language barrier. In the military, it is
With
it
your
is-
whole
Yep. Yeah, I need to
VR.
apparently, huh?
VR.
Oh,
After every email.
Sorry,
VR.
hold on, my.
You're having mic issues.
I need to give my mic some Viagra or something. 'cause
Yeah,
this is
you
not
do, because
doing-
it just keeps flopping
falling
down.
down. Anyway, but so
Not as strong and robust as it once was. Oh my,
just like
the
a
mic has
70-year-old
aged.
mic
Just
or
like
something,
you're
I
using
guess.
me
Anyway.
too much.
it happens. But no. So VR is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, when you
So
were
we
every email, he would be
Yeah,
like,
every
VR,
email.
Davey Hobbs.
In the-
What
in the-
is VR?
So when I was taught like in the military, you know, you write an email, you end it with VR, which is short for very respectfully, very respectfully.
We don't do that in the outside.
Yeah, so
world.
I'm out in the
I mean-
outside, ending every email with
VR.
V/R.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and said, What is this?"
What does that mean?
I said, what are you talking about?" She's like, "Nobody says VR.
We actually
Nobody
type
puts
it
down
out.
VR. If
We're
you
gonna
wanna
say
put,
respectfully.
if you want to, like, fine,
respectfully.
put respectfully. And even then, the person you were talking to does not need to be told respectfully. You can just say thank you.
Yeah.
So-
Sometimes not even thank
yeah,
you.
sometimes, hey, yeah, period. Dot.
Appreciate your matter to the or
Yeah.
your attention to
To
this matter.
Thanks for your help.
But
Period.
yeah, but that was you were taught language because that language affected your world in the
Mhm.
military. And
Yeah.
if you didn't say the right thing to that person that was higher than you,
Yeah.
it would dramatically affect your world.
Yeah. And it was, I mean, I can't understand why, but, you know, it was one of those things that we're just so, it's beat into us. when
Well,
we're-
but I think it's a respect thing.
Mm.
At least I would like to think it is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. You know what I mean? I guess it could be viewed as a respect thing, but you also talk about, when we talk about language, it was more of a thing like, hey, that can be viewed as too respectful. Like, why are you saying that to me?
Yeah.
You know, why are you saying that to me?
Well, you know, I was always taught to say yes, sir, no,
Mhm.
sir, yes, ma'am, no,
Mhm.
ma'am.
and
and
a lot of people don't like that.
I, as a bartender, would do it. Didn't matter how old you were.
Mm-hmm.
It was just what I did.
Yeah.
And the no, sir. I got more men that would get angry if I said no, sir, because they were mostly all ex-military or retired
Yeah.
and like, I am not a sir anymore.
I work for a living.
Okay, thank you, sir. I
Yeah,
mean, like, and I wouldn't
yeah.
stop
Yeah.
because it's just who I am.
Yeah, I think that that in that culture, especially after we leave. I don't know if they activate the grumpy button once
You
you're
haven't
retired.
gotten the grumpy
I never
button.
got the grumpy button, but man,
Thank God.
there's those vets that man, it's like that
They get
just
grumpy.
saying hello ruins their day.
And then, and there you go. I mean, and then the language that comes out of their mouth affects yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it is.
Go
what
to
it
any
is.
base pharmacy.
Yeah. This
That
should be
Thursday.
be interesting. Be interesting to see all the
But-
retirees.
I mean, think about in school how your teachers, if they said a good word to you, how it would affect your world.
Yeah, or a bad word
or
to you.
did they inspire you? Because that's what it is. Words are inspiring, or
Yes.
they're detrimental.
Or they we all know that one. Words hurt. So
Words hurts.
words hurt.
It's
But they-
sarcasm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's true
It
because
is.
kids don't understand sarcasm
No.
until way until being a teenager,
Yeah.
and they're not mentally, emotionally prepared to handle it till they're older, like adults.
Yeah,
So,
and even then some kids.
A lot of people are taught, and they should
Yeah.
be. It is called sarcasm.
Exactly. So we can say this. In this world,
Words are
in
creative.
exactly. In every society, you're gonna have but clearly words, but they
Words.
will shape your
They're
view.
just
I mean,
words.
And unfortunately, because there's so many different examples about this, it can be a negative types, right? Because when you think of it like right now, what we're going through, right? It all throughout the world with Israel, in the Middle East, and stuff like this is all about how words have shaped that culture. Words and actions have shaped that culture.
It's over the word.
Yeah, it's
If you want to get technical,
it's over the word.
It's over the
It's
word.
over the word. I mean, and that's what it boils down to. But anyway, baby, you got anything else on this one?
No, I was trying to remember the line from Hamlet when he was talking about words. The words.
Okay.
These words.
I dare not say.
can't
Well, I'm
remember.
not going to say I didn't watch Hamlet. I say I don't remember it. I don't remember the things from Hamlet, which means we're probably going to be watching
Well, I
Hamlet.
mean, Shakespeare very much affected the word,
Yeah.
with his words. So, I mean, really, I think what we're getting at here is just watch what you say. Be nice.
Mhm.
Damn it. Like, why is everybody so bunched up all
be
the
careful
time?
because saying things like that will get you canceled.
Bring
Saying-
cancel me, I dare ya.
Saying things like be kind to
We
each other.
canceled ourselves for
We
like
did.
6 months.
Saying
We were
things like
getting
be
at the
kind to
grief.
each other and all that other, those are things that get you canceled. So, but anyway, hey
Just gotta
guys,
be
that
nice.
pretty much does it for us.
Sure,
Baby, you got
that was
anything else?
quick.
Yeah, it was quick. It went by quick. We
The
got to get
words
back
really
in the groove.
affected my world.
Yeah, it did. It did, guys. Remember, we are back, and we got a few more things up our sleeve that we got coming.
I hope we do.
Yeah,
Because we say this and then
Nah, we'll be
things
there.
happen.
See the dog tail in the corner. Yeah, we got.
Oh,
we
look
got-
at hi, Lisa. Tell everybody hi.
Yep. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's our show, guys. We'll be back. We got a lot more things coming, but signing off with DMWATS. I am Davey,
I'm Misty.
and we are DMWATS.